Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
Hey, good morning, Coach D. How are you, sir?
Doing good, man.
Thank you. Thank you
Excited.
so much for your support. Love you. Love you.
Oh,
Love you both. You and Miss Shirley.
man. 90% of success is showing up, man. I just understand the rules. It's easier than most people think. Just
Uh,
show up. Just show up.
well, I'm waiting for Mr. Fernandez. I'll go ahead and start this. It's nine. It's in about a minute or so.
All right. Well, we're about a minute away, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Saturday conversation. Make yourself comfortable. If you are here for the very first time, thank the person that invited you. As a matter of fact, I do have a guest here by the name of Pablo from Las Vegas, Nevada. He says, I'm participating. I know you've been, knocking on my door. Now's my time. I said, listen, you got a presenter or presenters that I don't want you to miss, and that is the champion of champions, Mr. Richard Greer. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much again for your space. I got my notepad ready. Let's go.
All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And let me open it to bear with me. All right. Good morning, everyone. And welcome to MWR, Making Wealth Real, the new way to build your wealth. Building wealth isn't what it used to be, if you can recall, especially in today's economics. Technology is advancing faster than ever. Just look at the driving cars that still have people driving them. Artificial intelligence is replacing people's jobs, and industrials are being reshaped in real time. At the same time, the divided between the haves and the have-nots keep getting wider and wider every year. This is what we call the financial roadblock, and basically living paycheck to paycheck, buried in debt, excuse me, buried in debt, with credit challenges, paying too much in taxes, and the impact American approaches retirement of age 65 with $5,000 less saved, a substantial number with no savings at all. And I'm sure there's plenty of us out there that have gone through these stages at one time in our life. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and now, which raises an important question. How do some people keep thriving financially while others struggle to keep up? Well, we're going to give you the answer. The answer is going to be leverage. Yes, leverage. Leverage is basically where individuals, unfortunately, most people, hold on, excuse me one moment. Unfortunately, most people, trying to move my screen. Unfortunately, most people were never shown how these systems work or how to access them. People who thrive financially aren't working harder. They simply have access to systems, strategies, and experts. They have assets that allow their money and efforts to compound and work harder than they do. Money plays a vital role here, but it's just not just the money that people want. People want time freedom. They want a predictable income, the ability to live life on their own terms, and most of all, peace of mind. And if you kind of agree with me, if you have time freedom and you have predictable income and the ability to live your life on their terms, that's going to give you a peace of mind. If you agree with me on that, just put maybe a 1 or 2 in the comment section for me so I know I have your attention. Imagine building wealth without working more hours, taking massive risks, sacrificing your current lifestyle. Wouldn't that be awesome for everyone out there? What if you could build wealth without using your existing income, without waiting decades and decades and decades, because time waits for no one, and without becoming a financial expert? What if you can make the system work for you the same way it works for wealthy families and the institution it was designed for. This is where everything changes. MWR, Making Wealth Real, exists to help you achieve time freedom, more control over your daily schedule, financial independence, residual and passive income, which we're going to share in a minute, safer and smarter, managed risk, expert-driven results. In other words, the experts at MWR takes care of all the work and does all the work, and faster results. Leverage to accelerate your progress. This isn't theory. No. It's a proven system that already is working for thousands. Here's a better way to build wealth. MWR has created a unique way to grow your wealth that can outperform every traditional wealth building strategy, crypto, forex, stocks, and even real estate, the go-to of the wealthy for centuries, because that's what people are doing, buying buildings, buying houses, and renting, creating wealth and wealth and wealth. We do it without the risk, the headaches, or special skills required to participate in these methods. We do it using the most trusted asset in history, precious metals. Precious metals? Yes, when I was introduced to precious metal, I say, what is precious metal? Well, and we can do it with or without using existing income. Introducing America's first and only precious metal income system. At MWR, Making Wealth Real, precious metals aren't just a way to store value, we put them to work for you. Remember my earlier slide, we said passive income? Well, your passive income starts here. Your metals actively work to create a consistent flow of monthly income, and it's exclusive to MWR membership. You have a high yield precious metal lease agreement, and you can't get it anywhere else. I do want to say that past performance does not guarantee future results. But precious metal leasing basically is the fixed monthly returns regardless of the market volatility, earns up to 2% monthly, 24% annually, benefits from assets appreciation, tangible, liquid, real assets that you own, no headaches, no special skills needed, and just think all you have to do is click to buy, click to earn, and get paid. Don't have the money to buy precious metals? Not a problem at all. MWR uses 3 methods to fund and grow your precious metal portfolio without sacrificing your current income lifestyle. What we're going to first do, we're going to have you ship your money, which is going to reclaim money you're already spending without any sacrifices. We're going to help you earn money, create your immediate and residual income. And then we're going to show you how to leverage multiply results using expert teams and the bank's money. Shift your back to you. Our experts shift the money you're giving to the government, banks, and big businesses back into your pockets instead of theirs. Just think about this. If you could save from created from debt eliminations, credit restoration, tax reduction, bill negotiation, healthcare reduction, saving on daily purchases, all that is one way we help you to shift money back to you. The average monthly results in the first 30 days averages about $700 and can go up to $2,000 a month. Again, individual results may vary. And again, our experts do all the work. You enjoy the results. When you go to a mechanic, he's the expert. When you go to fly on a plane, the pilot is expert. So just think about it. They doing all the work, but they getting you the results. Earn. This is another way that we give you a multiple stream of income, paid daily, simply by referring others to our expert. Our residual income example is basically really simple. Let's just say you have 12 people in your team, not just by yourself, but few folks get involved. You know, that's an extra, just 12 members, that's $600 a month. That's an extra car payment or whatever you might need to utilize it to pay down a credit card bill. Or let's say you go and you get 36 to 90 team members. Well, that's a $1,500 a month up to $3,000 a month. And that's basically, that's a mortgage payment or your rent. And as you can see, we go 6 figures and we have 480. You can go all the way up to $1 million plus a year with 6,000 men, and that is your dream. We get paid more ways to get paid daily, unlimited $50 customer and sponsorship bonus, up to $1,500 in 30, 60, and 90 days momentum bonus, unlimited $300 weekly lifestyle bonuses, $30 to $150 per QMD through unlimited level legacy bonuses. And like I said, this is, you get all this in training. So don't worry about it if you don't get your access right now. But the benefit is benefit from multiple people efforts instead of just your own. That's leverage. Right now, our CEO, he decided, he likes promotions, and we offer the MWR March Madness promotion. And put yourself in the double bonus to win, and you can get more clarification on that later on as well. Leverage. This is what I like. Leverage is the bank's money. The wealthy just don't use their money to build wealth. They use other people's money. Just for instance, MWR Fundable 360 program offers minimum of $50,000 in guaranteed ongoing unsecured business funding. Again, a minimum of $50,000. No collaterals needed, no personal guarantee, no personal risk at all. And recognized as a premier business funding system by Forbes Inc. 5,000, entrepreneurs, magazines, and more. Steeply discount pricing for MWR members and referrals also. MWR Complete Self-Funding Wealth System. Remember we talked about shifting the money back from you? That's basically shifting money back, getting your credit scores up. That's basically getting your paycheck increase. That's basically getting your all the other events that we have. And so that's a $700 to $2,000 per month in average member saving. Earn is where we talked about the residual income, where basically you get in and, like I said, $150,000 to $450,000 per month in residual income that comes every day. Leverage that $50,000 guaranteed. That's where we're using the bank's money to help go ahead and build a funding and build our business. And freedom, the tangible asset you own that can appreciate and pay you passive monthly income by our precious metals. Again, we talked about residual and we talked about passive, so you see how they tie in. Saving, income, funding, and access all in one ecosystem. And you know what? The wonderful thing about this is that we guarantee it. That 30-day money-back guarantee. If our expert strategists and opportunity cannot help you save or make more money in your first 30 days, we will give you a full refund. But not only on that, but if you go on and become an MWR Fundable 360 guarantee, also falls under that guarantee of the money-back guarantee. So a risk-free opportunity, folks. This guarantees ensure that the only way you can lose is by choosing not to participate in this life-changing opportunity. Training, as I stated earlier, and support, we have one-on-one proven and positive strategy. We have AI-powered business assistant, brand new, but like I said, it's really well worth. 24/7 expert answers, multiple languages, and trading guidance. Use Alex to answer prospect questions, join a three-way call instantly, build confidence faster, support your learning. Join the MWR community. Getting started is really simple. Become a member, option 1, membership only, for $159.95 monthly. You're saving, plus you have access to the precious metal assets and the experts, no contract, and the spouses are included. Or the business owner. Option 2, business and plus membership. $295 start. That's a $100 one-time fee, and then $159.95 monthly from that point on. So basically, you see that your business income is streamed, full membership access, and business system sites, training, and support. So where do you feel? Start where you're comfortable, upgrade anytime. Make it free or make it pay for itself. Members or business owners refer and maintain just 3 active members. Your monthly membership is waived. Referring 3 can make it free. MWR business owners enroll 3 business owners plus 1 member to earn up to $350 in immediate income. That $159 monthly recurring income. The business pays for itself plus a profit. This isn't about recruiting. It's about sharing something that makes a difference with the added benefits of making your business and or membership fee. The decision. We all have to make a decision, so here we go. Ask yourself, can what I'm doing now outperform MWR's wealth plan without any risk? If nothing changes, can I be financially free in 5 years or less? And if either answer is no, your decision is really already made. Now that you know better, it's time to do better. There's no perfect time. There's only now or later. And later usually costs you time, money, and leverage you can never get back. Your next step, contact your MWR director. Get back to the MWR director that shared this information with you and allow Alex to answer any questions. Your own personal assistant. We always remember that. Choose your path. Decide whether the membership or the business or mentorship is right for you. Then contact the MWR director for your link to get started or plug into the system. Start leveraging MWR's proven system to create time freedom and financial independence, faster, safer, and smarter. Again, start leveraging MWR's proven system to create time freedom, financial independence, and faster, safer, and smarter. Welcome to our MWR Making Wealth Real family, where lifestyle and legacy connect. Okay, thank you, everyone. Mr. Rodriguez.
Mr. Richard Greer, thank you so much for that conversation. I took a lot of notes. I love this incredible PowerPoint. It's new. I'm studying it too. Wow, you made it sound so smooth, like you've done it so many times over and over again with this new incredible conversation PowerPoint. Now, because of training, is the reason why you adequately presented the information is what we do right after the conversation that we have here today. So anybody that is here for the very first time, we're going to extend some time so you can feel confident of your decision, and we're going to have an incredible trainer come to the table, okay? And let me see if I can pull up the screen here so I can let you know exactly who he is. Let me see, here it is. Let's pop him up here. Let me know, Richard, if you see it here. Now, Richard, I know that you've known Mr. David for quite some time. If you can say a few words about him, what's your take about, what he's bringing to the table for us today?
I've met David occasionally, several places. He's a sharp individual. He's basically a practitioner that basically stays focused on what his goals and dreams are. Our paths have crossed, and he's a perfectionist. So you should get wonderful training from him when he comes on board.
Thank you so much, Richard, for that introduction. Hey, there you are. David has the smile of a champion. He's got the attitude of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, look, if you're here for the first time, take your notepad, take notes. I got my notepad here ready. I'm ready to write all the notes here. Mr. David Gibson, it's an honor to have you here as our trainer today. Mr. Richard Greer, thank you so much. I'm ready for you. Anybody that is here for the first time, be ready, be a sponge. Back to you, Mr. David.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, gentlemen, Richard and Fernando. I am honored to be here. I'm the one who's got the honor here because you two gentlemen, I tell you, Fernando, your continued leading from the front is exceptional and admirable. And Richard, as you continue to lead your team of seasoned citizens and continue to like Fernando said to deliver smooth presentations like that, it's a pleasure to be connected with both of you. And for those of you that just took the opportunity to join our family. As you can see, we have quite a few people who are already in the family, and we welcome you to MWR, just as Richard said, and I'm going to share my notes now. This this particular training, since it's my first, I am going to, of course, I'm going to take a different tack because as a new QMD, and that's who I'm going to be speaking to today, you have a quiver full of tools and resources at your fingertips. And it's going to take you some time to really get into it and to figure out how this all works. I know you're excited. I know that you want to get busy and get hit the ground running, and that's admirable. That's perfect. Because when I first joined this industry of network marketing, there were three things that my mentor at that time said that was necessary to become a great network marketer. And the first thing was to be coachable. That means you got to have an open mind to hear what others who have already been in the business that you're trying to build have to say, and then incorporate it into your practices if you find value and if you find validity in it. The second thing is to have a burning desire that you want to achieve something. You're here today and you came to this meeting because you want something more. There's something inside of you that still needs to be quenched. There's a fire burning inside of you. You don't want, and we want to flame that fire as your team members, as your leaders, as everyone that's surrounding you and helping you to, and we're locking arms with you. We want you to continue to burn bright. And then the third thing is to have a good work ethic. This is not something you fall into. It's not something that's going to make you rich overnight. There is a process. There is a system. We're going to talk more about
Mr.
these things. And,
Mr. David Gibson, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we don't see a full PowerPoint. We
oh,
see
you
the,
don't? Uh,
no, we don't.
okay. I apologize. I thought I'm looking at it, so I thought you were looking at it too.
It's
I
okay.
should have.
No worries. It's okay.
All right,
I guess I
share.
should have.
Fernando, I think we see it, but it's not in the presenter's mode and it's still on the very first slide.
Okay. Well, yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Eric.
Okay, good. So you do see
You
that.
got it.
You see, welcome to today's training, everybody.
Yes.
Give me a
Yes,
one in the. Okay, great. All right,
but
then
we
there.
don't see a full screen yet.
Okay, let's
If you go to the right
see.
bottom, on the right bottom, right, move the arrow to the up. No, right. Hold
No,
on,
no,
hold on.
you
Next,
No,
right.
no.
Oops, right
Okay, I
there.
got
Oops,
four
you
boxes.
passed it.
I passed it
The
like
following
there
to the right, to the right. Go to the right.
to the right.
More, a little bit more. Nope. There you go.
there
There
you
you
go.
There it is. All right. See what I mean? Teamwork does really make the dream work. I couldn't have done that without these guys. So thank you very much. So let's go back. Okay, so now full screen. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. Fanning the flame, being coachable, and having that work ethic. You are not going to, I don't care if, and I hope the person that invited you did not say to you that you're going to get rich overnight. We have a very robust compensation plan, and you will learn how to use it. You'll learn how to maximize it with the help of your immediate sponsor and those that are in your upline that are wanting to see you succeed. So I just want to say again, welcome. And this is our agenda for the day. We're going to, and I'm going to be brief. That's another thing I want to let you know. This is not going to take a very long time, but I believe you will get some value out of it if you, well, I just hope you do. That's all I'm going to say. So we're gonna cover the 5 W's and that 1 H. Very simple, but again, hopefully powerful for you. So the first thing is I want to keep the main thing the main thing. Here at MWR, our leadership is constantly, I'm talking about the corporate team, they're constantly looking for ways to improve the way we deliver the services that are offered, that we invite people, that we that they find ways for us to continue to grow our wealth and to make wealth real for us as individuals. They're on a constant search and a constant mission because that is the company's overall mission to, as it says here, we want to make the families that we touch, we want to assist them in achieving financial and time freedom more than any other entity that's out there. That's the company goal. And this morning, as I stayed here, I want to align our vision and sharpen our focus. And of course, I want to share a few tips that I'm in the process of implementing, because when I was preparing for this presentation, I was like, David, you're not a regional director like Fernando and Dr. Parker. You've got some a ways to go. And I said, yeah, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, you're right. So, and I questioned myself, what do you have to offer to these folks that you're going to be talking to? And I said, I may not be able to tell them yet how to get to regional director, but one thing I do know is that this is the place to be. I am fully committed and passionate about making wealth real for myself and for those that I come in contact with, because everybody needs what we have. It's almost as if we've discovered the cure for cancer, and all we have to do is get the message out there, and then more people will live who are suffering from that disease. And the disease that we have the cure for is financial illiteracy. We have the ability to improve people's financial situation from where they are now to where they want to be. And so if we keep that idea in mind as we move forward, as we explore the tools that MWR has created and made available to us, if we keep this in mind overall, we won't get bogged down in the weeds. We'll be able to step back and say, have I accomplished what the vision is for the company? And how, the company not only has a vision, but your team has a vision. Whatever that is, whether it's to be the number one producing team or to be the most cohesive, whatever that vision is, we want to lock arms with those who we share an upline director with, so that we can encourage one another and assist one another in building our businesses. Because one thing that we constantly say in this company is that we're in business for ourselves, but we're not in business by ourselves. Like you just saw as a perfect example, Fernando and Richard helped me to get this presentation aligned so that you can see it fully. That's a little thing, but it just shows you that they're willing to not talk about you behind your back, but to say, hey, do this and it'll be better. And sure enough, it's better. Then you've got your personal vision. You want to, and for me, I'm going to just share me. I want to maximize the revenue sharing plan as I consistently follow the formula. And I put that in little quotes because the formula is very simple now that MWR has taken out the necessity for people like me, little urchins and green colored. Those are personality types. And like Richard said, yeah, that's funny that he identified me as a perfectionist because he's spot on. I had to know everything about everything so that when somebody asked me a question, I knew the answer. But now MWR says, no, David, you don't need to know everything. We got that handle. All you have to do is make a list, invite those people on that list to view a tool or a presentation, and then follow up with them. 4 things. And then once they join, like you did this morning, plug them into the system and rinse and repeat or just duplicate. The key here is that word, the big D, duplication. So focus is different from vision. Vision is a broad thing that we concentrate on, that we're looking to achieve. Our focus is more laser like. We want to really hone in on these things. It's like, they say that an eagle can, I don't remember the mile, but they can fly miles in the air, and then they can see a mouse on the ground, so that when they dive, they're focused on just that one animal or whatever they're going to eat that day, and then they go grab it and they go fast. So we want to keep our focus on a laser like vision or laser like aspect. We want, again, to invite. We want to become masters of the invitation. MWR, like I said, has filled our toolbox to the limit. I can't think of one other thing, and that's why I'm not in corporate leadership, because I know they're looking for something else to make our lives even better and easier. But right now, as far as I'm concerned, we've got everything we need to really maximize and get the time and financial freedom that we all want. So now all we have to do is narrow our focus down to the process where we become masters of the invitation, building rapport, talking to people, finding those pain points, and then showing them and inviting them. Because, like Richard said in the presentation, this is not a recruiting thing. We don't want to get you in anything. We don't want to get anybody into something they don't want to be in. We want to let people in to what we have to offer. We have a great posture. MWR is an industry leading company that's in $1 trillion industry on its way to becoming $1 billion company. And we have the ability to become billionaires in our own right. And it all starts with the invitation. But once that person is invited and they see a presentation or they view a tool, it's then incumbent. This is where the work ethic comes in, the discipline that comes in. When we were reading a book that was written by our good friend and brother, Dr. Gerald Parker, that's that talked about momentum versus motivation. You have to have that was the chapter we were on this morning. Discipline is following up with that person or persons once they have viewed a tool or a presentation to immediately get their questions answered and to obtain a decision, because all of this is null and void if they don't make a decision one way or another. We can't have a bunch of fence sitters in our funnel. We have to get them through the process. Once we've invited, they've seen it, they want to understand more about it. Alex comes in, that's our VBA, virtual business assistant. She answers their questions compliantly and extensively, effectively, and succinctly. She doesn't go a lot. She doesn't talk like me. I can talk all day, but Alex says, "What you need? What do you need? Here's your answer. Do you want more?" It's a great tool, but it's not personal. I mean, it is because it's AI generated, but we want to never take the personal touch out of it. We want to be high tech, but we still want to be high touch. We want to guide the person through so that they can do the third thing, which is stay plugged in. We want them to stay plugged in on the corporate level when they join the different social media platforms, and then they want to stay plugged in on the team level. We want to again help each other with encouragement and assistance when and wherever possible. And then on a personal level, you got to stay plugged in on a daily basis in order to get this process and job done. So to expand on the agenda items, the people again that I'm talking to this morning is directed to the new QMD and those of us who feel like one because of the new enhancements and the new tools that we have available. This is as exciting as the day we first heard about MWR because it's almost like a brand new company. Now our focus can really be again laser like and keep us intentional about who we talk to and why we talk to them and what they can expect. And the what that I'm referring to is to make one more great decision, which is using my back office daily. Whatever it takes to get this on your agenda, on your daily agenda, whether it's an alarm you create in your clock, or whether it's a place on your calendar that you look at every day, wherever you need to see it, make a decision, make an intentional effort to go into your back office daily, because there is a wealth, like I said, of resources and tools that are available and that you spent that $100 on, and you need to make use of it because they're going to grow your business. And that you've already made two great decisions, which is you accepted the invitation and then you joined. And that's exactly what you want to duplicate in the future. Now that you're in, this is what you're going to do. Invite, follow up, and get that person to join, either as a customer or a QMD. Now, when are you going to do it? Now. Like Richard said in the presentation, there's no better time than now. The future, putting it off to tomorrow or any other time other than now, is just going to cost you more in time and effort, and it's just not worth it. And how, just like Eric said in our book reading this morning, he referred to the Nike um, slogan, that great tagline that lasted and still lasts. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just follow your leader's footsteps and do it. And I've already told you a couple of methods to get it done is create an alarm or calendar item. And where. Now, this is the beautiful part of the days, the times that we live in. Anywhere and everywhere you have your phone and or an internet connection to plug in your laptop, you're in business everywhere you go. Now, you don't have to act like, you don't have to beat everybody over the head with it. But again, if you stay in what we call level one, where you're always keeping your ears open and your mind open to hearing what people say, you'll find out what people need. And we already know, generally speaking, in these hard economic times, again, Richard referred to that in the presentation, there are people hurting out there. I was talking to a government employee yesterday who is supposed to be monitoring grant proceeds that the Department of Labor has issued, but because of the cutbacks and the continued slicing and dicing that the current administration is doing, they're woefully understaffed. They can't even travel to these places to see and verify things. So it's another waste of money. They're paying people to not do their jobs, basically. And that's sad. But it also gives us an opportunity to give these people a plan B so that when, or if and when, the government decides to say it's your time to go, they will already have something that will get them through and get them beyond where they are right now. Now, the why, the key to this whole thing, why? That's TBD, to be determined by each QMD. Everybody's why is different. Why you're doing this, is totally different from why I'm doing this. Why I want to build my business and who I'm building it for could be the same as you, probably not. But whatever it is, you decide why you're doing it, and we're going to help you to do it the best way possible. So I created a little I love acronyms. And as I was thinking about um, what to title this, or what kind of um, concept to think about today, since I wasn't going to go into the back office and actually click on things, I came up with this bath formula. What does that mean? Don't you remember those days when you were a kid and either you were given a bath or you took a bath? Nice warm feeling. You're surrounded, but once the process is done, you're ready to get up and go, right? So let's do that. Let's start with the basics. Belief. B is for belief. So to maximize your potential for success in this business that you've chosen to build, let's examine what we believe. So the questions, then, these are just a series of questions I want you to reflect on personally, of course. But I'd also like to just see in the chat, if you have, you can answer yes or no to these particular questions. Do you believe that the services MWR offers are what everyone you cross paths with should have access to? Yes or no? Go ahead and type that in the chat. The reason I ask that is because this will help you with your invitation process. Because if you look at everyone and this is in a lot of what I've presented here is based on my belief in God and the biblical teachings that I've received. Because the overarching process of learning to share the good news of Jesus Christ is to know that everyone is a child of God, no matter what they've done. And it's the same in our business in a different way, is that everybody who earns a paycheck, who has the ability to work, and who wants to build wealth in one shape or another, we've got what they need. And then that helps you to say, you know what? I heard what you said. Would you be open to looking at something that I have become accustomed to? Your leadership and the system will help you with those particular questions. That's just the overall reason that you want to share this information. We have what they need. Now, second question, do you believe in your own earning potential becoming a reality by using the system and tools MWR has created for you and me. That's where you have to figure out, and you can answer yes or no if you already know the answer. But if you're new and you haven't yet explored your back office, you don't know this yet. But in the coming days, if you follow what I'm telling you, what your leadership is telling you, go in there, like Dr. Parker says, click on everything. You can't break it. MWR has built this thing for speed and endurance. There's nothing you can do to break this system. So use it and understand that these are tools for you to build your business and to help others to do the same. Third question, do you believe that the MWR leadership team, starting at Mr. House, our founder and CEO, to your sponsor, the person who invited you to join our family, want you to succeed in building your business, not their business, but you're going to tell them on the onboarding process what you want to get out of this. And then they're going to say, okay, let's go and do it. Let us, we are going to do this together. You are not in business by yourself. There are so many people here who, and I found this in this company for sure, that no matter where you sit in the hierarchy or on any kind of chart, you're always, and we're going to have opportunities to meet one another in person. But just as Richard said about me, we've been in situations where we've been in the room together and learned together and are succeeding together. So the team that you are aligned with, they're going to help you, but everybody else in the company is ready to do the same. And then lastly, do you believe that your leadership skills are honed as necessary? This will, if you don't feel that you're ready to lead, and by the way, you are a leader, even if you're the only one on your team, because you have to lead yourself first before you can lead others. So as your team grows, which it will, if you follow the system and adhere to the process, it's just going to happen. So if you believe that your leadership skills need some work, then I encourage and advise you to plug in, because the leaders on this team are ready to get those skills up. So A, access. As a QMD, what do I have access to? Well, a great system. Now we know, for those of us who've been in the industry and the business for a while, that system is an acronym that stands for Save Yourself Time, Energy, and Money. Our system is practical, it's effective, and it's designed for me to win and achieve the freedoms I desire. That's what I have access to. And I love it when Dr. Parker continually says, "That's we're going to win. That's a win." He's always discussing or encouraging us to celebrate those wins, and there are many to celebrate. As you move through the process, you will find that there are many wins that you're going to celebrate. We have access to the lifestyle strategies, which in my estimation is the high school level of money, the money game. Tax savings, which is our shift, the credit restoration, the debt elimination, bill negotiation, and our overcoming inflation. Those are things that we have to get in line and do those first before we can move to the advanced level, which is our legacy strategies. And as a QMD, we have access to those as well. That's our DCA, our diversified cash flow account, our PRA, our private reserve account, our precious metals program, which Richard talked about, and then most excellently, I can't think of a better way to term this, our business funding. Because before, when I first got involved, the lifestyle strategies had to be in line before you could go to the legacy strategies. You couldn't need to get your credit and your debt eliminated before you could jump into getting business funding. Now, or you could get into buying precious metals. But now, and again, get with your leadership to learn how to do this, how to use our leverage stimulator, which Andamo is an expert at. Andamo Tosin showed us on our last meeting with him how to use that last Saturday, as a matter of fact, how to use that effectively. those are now that's eliminated as well. I tell you, MWR has just continued to narrow this thing down so that again we can keep our focus on just reaching out and touching people and getting them to see what we've seen. And now the main enhancement and value add that's most recent is our AR powered VBA, which is a virtual business assistant named Alex, which I term as she's always leveraging everything excellently. And she does that because she's AI generated, AI powered rather. And so she's going to be consistently and constantly learning. And she eliminates the need to know before doing. That's again, you can't break it. And you're going to get the momentum that we talked about in our book reading this morning, but you got to take the first step. Don't think about it. Just do what you see on the screen, get it done. And if you need help, just ask for it. It's there. We're ready. We're all ready to help you. We also have access to a caring and forward-thinking leadership team at the highest level. Mr. House, as I said, is continually looking for ways to get us to make more money safely without losing anything, and then also to get us more pay through the compensation plan as we continue to do the activities that help us to build our business. T, we got to trust, but who and what do we place our trust in? Those are excellent questions. We got to trust the process. If we do what's been outlined, as I've shared with you this morning, you make the list, you invite your list, you make sure they see a tool, anything other than you, just as you were shown, then you follow up with them immediately, get their questions answered, and get that decision. That process will work. Ask anybody on this screen that you see here how it's worked for them, and they'll share it with you. The system that we have in place and those strategies I alluded to on the previous screen, those are what we have to trust in. We can trust that as we plug people into the system, move them along, and we use the strategies ourselves and encourage them to do the same, they also work. The compensation plan, you got to take a look at it for yourself because you got to figure out which level you want to be on and then work towards achieving that level. It will pay. That's guaranteed. Everybody on this Zoom has had a taste of that on one level or another. Whatever level you're on, the compensation plan pays. The leadership team, from your sponsor up to Mr. House, we can trust them because they have our best interests at heart. Because as they help us or help us to grow, then they naturally grow. That's the way the system works. And then trust in, I said myself, but trust in yourself that you are ready and willing to do what's necessary in order to build your business. Uh-oh, I, one extra screen in there. I got to delete that one. But the H is for hope. For me, this is the essential piece that fits all of the others together. And I'm not referring to the hope that, you just, oh, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to, no. This, as Richard said in the presentation, this process, these strategies are proven. So the hope we have is that I have, I'll just speak for myself, is it keeps me looking forward to the better days, the ones where I am financially free, where I don't have to do anything. Once I put the system in, or I've used the system to build my business to the level that I wanted at, and those proceeds, those funds are continually coming in, and all I'm doing is living the life that I want with the people that I want, wherever and whenever I want. That's making my dreams become a reality. And I want to do more of what's required in order to make those dreams a reality. So today, I hope that we all take action this Saturday, March 21st, to number one, examine, test, try, use the tools that are located in your back office. I can't do that for you. You're going to have to sign in. You're going to have to click. You're going to have to make those check boxes come alive, and then you're going to be held accountable, but in a nice way, of course, by your leadership. but use it. Ask questions. Alex is a great tool. Anything you want to know, you just ask her anytime that you want. She's available 24/7, 365. Never rests, never sleeps, and always has the right answer. And then connect with our existing team members so that we can grow. Whoever's, if you're just starting out today, then all of us, you're going to have the sponsor and his team. That's who you're going to become a part of. But we're all part of the bigger team, and we're all growing together. And then you want to connect with your customers to not only build relationships with them, but to request referrals. That's the easiest way to stay in your warm market, and instead of going to the cold market. But there again, with what we have to offer, cold becomes warm very quickly. And I hope that we all master the skill of inviting, because as Fernando said, as we transition from our reading to our presentation and now to this, that if each one of us that is here today just invites one more person, then that's going to double the folks that see what we have to offer on next week. And that's our key, that we master the key, master the skill of inviting, and then hone our leadership skills so that we can duplicate. That's the overall goal. We want to, and that's what MWR from corporate on down, the things that they've done are to increase our capability and success in duplicating, because we individually may be great presenters, great sales, whatever our skill set is, but if we plug into the system, allow the process to do what it does, then it's going to duplicate because it's simple. And I hope you return next week again with one customer and one QMD. So not only will we double, but we'll actually triple. That's my presentation for today. I hope I gave you something to think about. And I'll turn it back over to Fernando to give us our next steps.
Wow. I'm speechless, David. You have done a phenomenal, this training for me definitely gave me a path. I feel inspired. I feel clean, spiritually, energetic. I mean, anybody that is here today, if you guys are feeling the way I'm feeling, put a fire emoji in the chat. Mr. David Gibson, I am taking a lot with me today. Thank you so much for this incredible training. I'm inspired. I know you mentioned earlier that it's for the new, but I'm always new. You know, we got to keep ourselves coachable, as you alluded to earlier today, learning, never missing an event. I learned that early on, David, in my career in the industry, that I was supposed to show up to everything until I figured out the formula and master the skills to communicate, you know, because I come from very humble beginnings as a young father, right? You know, working very hard for so little money. I was introduced into the selling arena, and one thing that they taught me was to be coachable. So today, I became coachable, and I know that everybody that's here today is taking something with them. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you get back to your doings. But before we do, we're going to leave you with this incredible quote from Henry Ford. And I want you to think of the longevity of your decision of coming together to our community, as Mr. Gibson alluded earlier, from the CEO all the way down. We are a family. It doesn't matter what team you're in. You are a part of the family. So we are all in one team, one dream. So Henry Ford alluded to this incredible quote that I've always lived by, which is coming together is a beginning. Okay. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. And that's exactly what we're all about. Working together so we can all accomplish our goals and dreams. All right. On that note, I think cameras are open, microphones are open. Happy Saturday, everyone. We'll see you at the top, and we'll see you at the beaches of the world. Bye.
Great job. Have a good weekend.
Great day.
Amazing job, everybody. Wow.
Awesome. Super Saturday. Thank you.
Amazing training, Mr. Gibson. Awesome, man.
I got my phone ready to make my calls right now. I feel empowered.
Job well done, brother. Job well done.
Awesome. Done very well.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, Deborah. Bye.
Great job. Great job.
Eric, see you later.
Adios, my friend. See you later.
Continue your celebration on our behalf here from California to you. A big hug to you and Erica.
Party on the
Yes,
beach
happy
this afternoon. You're all
birthday.
invited.
It's your birthday.
Awesome.
It's your birthday.